So it's another week and another mysterious video. This time I was emailed about a very old video without a source that's been making the rounds on social media. In the video, a group of friends are camping in the middle of the forest. Late into the night, they start to hear strange
this is why I don't mess with the woods.
from the dark woods. Now, in what
Don't
is
go into the woods.
a terrible decision, they decide to grab their
Oh my
flashlights
God.
and go to investigate.
Of course that was a terrible decision. Look at this.
Downright chilling.
Yeah.
You see this? Like,
What the heck?
so tap into these vibes one time.
Yeah.
Like, I could already picture myself there just through remote viewing.
Yeah. No, I can feel all the fear coming from him right now.
Yeah.
It's like taking over my body. Like I feel like the inside of my body is burning on fire from fear.
Really?
Yeah. Like
I'm definitely feeling stopped.
my neck especially. Me too.
I
That,
feel like I'm not alone.
no.
if I'm-
I feel like it's right behind me.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh my god.
You
What
see that?
the fuck?
It didn't even have a nose, it
As
looked
they
like.
search for the source of the creepy sounds, the group spots what appears to be some kind of creature with glowing eyes hiding in the tree line.
Oh my
Shocked
god.
online
wearing a
viewers
cloak
pointed out
or
that
something,
even
a
with
hood.
the potato quality old video, you can still see that the strange unidentified creature actually appears to blink before it runs off into the woods.
Oh my god.
Adding just a tiny bit more credibility.
It's like just
to this
mouth and
very odd
eyes.
footage.
Wow.
But intelligent enough to wear material to hide itself.
On this old video. So is it real or just an elaborate hoax? As always,
Oh my god.
you decide. Getting your foot.
So, what did you think about that video?
Well, the more that I tune into the person filming it, I obviously feel the fear coming from it. And then the figure, it's like I'm viewing it as that creature,
Right?
and I can see from
Its
the
perspective.
eyes of it, yeah, and like the vision seems kind of like a kaleidoscope almost.
Of that creature?
Yeah, like the eyes.
Like it sees through multiple lenses.
Right, yeah. And it feels more like I get a vision of like the typical like UFO kind of dropping down like a creature or something like that.
So it's a creature that was dropped off by UFOs from somewhere.
Yeah, it doesn't seem... Because
Does it seem like evil, bad? Because it was wearing like clothes or something, like a hooded cloak.
Right.
So it's intelligent enough to wear clothes or not, need them to some degree.
Right. It is really creepy and uncomfortable, and I feel stalked because I think the presence is a lot more intelligent than the person was in the video, and so I can sense that, and I think that it's a different, I guess you'd say, species than what Bigfoot may be. It's more
Definitely.
alien.
It looked more
Alien
like
for
that.
sure, and I wouldn't really consider it a ghost either. I think that it's just able to transmute its body and manifest itself differently than.
But it is a flesh and blood creature. This is a cryptid we're looking at, essentially.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
But I get a vision of it being a descendant of aliens.
That was
Or-
either dropped off or left behind.
Right, yeah.
So maybe it was just dropped off by another species that picked it up. Or it crash landed and now it's just stuck in the woods.
I get more of a vision of it being sent down as like a watcher or some kind of data collector.
Okay.
Yeah,
Reconnaissance.
it seems more like a lower species than what it's in its world compared to our world, where it's more intelligent. In its world, it's more of like a test subject.
So it's a test subject that was dropped off. Or maybe something to gather data, or for the ones who dropped it off.
Right.
Interesting. So they're the ones that are wanting the data, and this is just like something they have roaming around to see how it does.
Right. It is still very animalistic though, and it still makes me feel like I'm being stalked and like prey, and it still has that. But it's like if humans would set out like a
feral.
Yeah.
Like a feral human being.
Yeah, it's like they're sending out an animal to test the environment. And so I still feel like a prey.
Yeah, because there's other things in the woods.
And this one specifically doesn't seem to be like it's some kind of ghost or demon or anything that could be manifested like paranormal than that.
It's just a flesh and blood being.
Yeah.
Yeah, which there are differences.
There are so many differences, and there's so many creatures. It's hard to...
Yeah, some creatures are actually these non-physical supernatural predators that take the shape of other beings. That's why you see Bigfoot with red eyes. Bigfoot doesn't normally have red eyes from all of the videos and footage and information that I've seen and have received. It doesn't have red eyes. It seems to have more of like all black eyes or something like that.
Yeah.
But people will see Bigfoot with red eyes. People see werewolves with red eyes. But werewolves, like real flesh and blood werewolves, don't have red eyes. They have glowing like yellow-orange eyes in the nighttime.
Yeah.
So if you see something with red eyes, chances are it's not flesh and blood.
Right.
It's a supernatural entity that's non-physical, obviously non-human, and it is manifesting itself as one of those creatures, because I've seen that even in the dream world as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing right here, it blinked, obviously. It's flesh and blood. It looked like it didn't have a nose.
Right.
So, I mean, it's definitely creepy.
It is creepy.
I would only say that, and then not to cut you off, but I would only say my only skepticism from that video is that oftentimes there are some times where you can capture a human's eyes reflecting the light back to them, to the camera. You know, maybe like in situations like a red eye on the camera with a flash or something like that, or lights. So that could be a thing. So I'm not gonna, take that out completely.
Just wasn't reflective though.
It was a bit reflective because he's completely in the dark.
But it wasn't like a specific glowing color. It was just that you could pick up on this glistening effect.
Yeah, exactly.
From the eyes.
So, but I would say humans are capable of doing that too, even though you don't see it often. So I will leave that little bit open as a skeptic. Because, but then at the same time, I'm thinking, well, why is this person in the middle of the woods like that?
Right.
Like, you don't just travel out into the middle of the woods
without a plan.
On any given day. Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who, like, I don't know, like, maybe he heard something, he was curious, whatever, like, it says the story, they were curious, these friends, somebody went in there. But the environment of where they're at, from the energy that I can feel just through remote viewing it, he's, like, in the middle of the woods.
Right.
And I don't know.
I think that they anticipated on some type of creature or animal or some kind of threat. But I think that they weren't expecting it to show itself this way or to find it to look this way.
Right, be a humanoid.
Right, because it is flesh and blood kind of thing, but I see its origin, and its origin isn't from this world. Not this realm, this world, It's from, I guess you'd say, this realm because it's here, but it's...
With the realm, you mean non-physical? Like in another dimension?
Yeah.
It's just from like another land, physically speaking.
Right.
Okay.
Another land. The video cut out, but based on the downloads we received, we believe this to be a genuine, intelligent creature that was left in the woods by other ETs to collect information and to see if the creature would survive on Earth amongst humans and other cryptids in the area.
Thank you so much for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and hit that bell notification. You can listen to our podcast, Obscure Mysteries, on Spotify, and follow us on social media, our TikTok and Instagram at Spirit Realm Travelers. Stay tuned for more content. Till next time.